Hey, look, I'm Wilson from Home Improvement. Hey there, neighbor. Hey there, folks. I am the Mighty Plantain. Thanks for checking out this video. And, well, the Sam Adams Beers for Cheers. This is their winter holiday pack, and we all love it. We all look forward to it. And I know, because most of you tune in for this one. Even if you don't watch any of my other videos all year, you watch this one. I couldn't get this in the 12-pack anywhere else. I had to get this fucking suitcase-sized thing from Sam's Club. Sam Adams, Sam's Club. But this one has a bonus beer in it. It's got the Golden Pilsner, which you don't get in the regular 12-pack, apparently. And then we've got the OVP. Oaked Vanilla Porter is back. Excited about that. Holiday White Ale, Winter Lager. And then Old Fezzy. Old Fezzy is fucking back, by the way. Old Fezzy's in 6-packs again this year. We fucking won, guys. Keep buying it. I only bought one 6-pack so far. I'm going to buy a couple more. I'm going to swap out with the 4 6-packs of Old Fezzy I have sitting in the beer closet. I don't have a cellar, so I got to put them in the closet. Just sell it out, sell it out, sell it out so that they get the message and they fucking bring it back again next year. That's the thing. I'm going to keep stock rotating every year until I get comfortable that it's going to come back every year. So, all right, this thing has got to go. I know I usually keep the fucking 6-pack, 12-pack here so you can see all the varieties. That is huge and it's in the way. It's gone. We're starting off with the Golden Pilsner. Now, this is a bonus beer only available in the 24-pack at Sam's Club. So it's not going to be in the 12-pack if you guys are lucky enough to find the 12-pack. And good luck finding it in bottles. Apparently that exists, but I haven't been able to get it. Golden Pills. This one's been around for a little while. Look at it. It is clear and unclouded. Look at that. Tons of bubbles. Nice little vortex coming up. It is... I'm impressed by how clear this beer is. Because you don't find clear beers that often these days. They're mostly hazy, at least a little bit cloudy. This is a Golden Pilsner. Makes sense for it to be clear. Look at how effervescent that is with a beautiful golden color. It's almost radiant. And it just smells like beer. It's got a nice light Pilsner aroma. Oh. Nice light mouthfeel. Light graininess. Hint, just a very slight hint of bitterness. It just tastes like fucking beer. It's like a smoother, cleaner version of most American Pilsners. Take your Budweisers, take your Coors, Banquets, your Millers, any one of them. And this is just a cleaner, crisper version of any of those. Smoother and easier drinking too. I mean, it is what it fucking is. It's a beer with a wide appeal. If you like Bud Light, if you like Budweiser, if you like Miller Lite, if you like Miller, if you like Milwaukee's Best or any of those things, grab yourself a Sam Adams Golden Pilsner. Check it out. Ask yourself, does that taste better than what I'm used to drinking? Hell, if the answer is no, then fine. You like the shitty beer and keep buying it. Whatever. If the answer is yes, make the switch and check it out. And then you just opened up the door to check out a whole world of more flavorful beer than what you're used to. Look, as I say this all the time, beer taste is subjective. I'm not going to knock you guys who like the Budweisers and the Millers of the world. Not going to pretend that when, you know, a domestic beer is $5 a piece and something like this is $8 a piece, I ain't going to buy the domestic just to keep the night going at the bar. But for the craft beer drinkers, it's okay. It ain't earth-shattering, but it is different, and it's good. It's a solid, easy drinking beer. Honestly, I would drink this more during the warmer months, during the colder months, so I don't necessarily think it belongs in a winter pack, but I'm not going to count that against it, because you know what? One of the things I don't see here, there ain't no Boston Lager. And Boston Lager, I used to love seeing included in the variety packs. Used to look forward to it all the time. I'm sorry, you guys are probably sick of hearing this, those of you who tune in regularly. But Boston Lager used to be the pinnacle of craft beer. It was perfect. There was nothing profound or earth-shattering about it. It was a perfectly blended, perfectly put together beer that had all the flavors and characteristics I wanted. Now it just sucks. The new Boston Lager's awful. So it is what it is. At least it's not in here. Anyway, should have given the rundown here. Golden Pilsner comes in at 5% ABV. Holiday White Ale at 5.8%. Winter Lager at 5.6%. Old Fezzy actually is the champion here at 5.9% because OVP comes in at 5.8%. But the order we're going to do these in, we're going to start with the Golden Pilsner, which, as we just saw, is a pretty light, easy drinking beer. We're going to do the Holiday... That snuck up on me. Holiday White Ale next, because it is a lighter beer, white ale, spice and citrusy. Then we're going to hit the Winter Lager. Now, Winter Lager, back in the day, I probably would have put it later in the rotation, but the newer Winter Lager that they reformulated a couple of years back, it worked out better than the Boston Lager reformulation, but it's still lighter and easier drinking than I remember the old Winter Lager to be. It's more widely appealing, but it lost some of the character that I loved. We'll get to that in the actual review of the Winter Lager. But that's next. And then Old Fezziwig, limited release. We'll do that. And then we're going to finish it up with the OVP, which is a porter, but it's oat vanilla porter. Now, I'm going to give you the rundown here again. Normally, you would want to go in any given night that you're trying to drink all night from the higher ABV beers to the lower ABV beers, because you're better off starting off with high test and working your way down instead of trying to ramp it up and being like, oh shit, I'm more drunk than I thought I would be. It's better to get less drunk throughout the evening at a slower pace. But when it comes to flavor, you would typically go from your hoppier beers to your less hoppy beers to your more hoppy beers, regardless of the ABV, because when tasting, nothing will wreck your palate faster than a hoppy beer. In this particular case, these are close enough in hoppiness, or IBUs, that we're going to go from the lighter beer characters to the darker beer characters. Now, that's a classic mistake, and it's an easy way to spot an amateur when you're at a poorhouse or a tap room or whatever, when you do a flight of beers or a selection of beers. If they line them up from light to dark, they're just going with the default, and they're not looking at the hoppiness of the beers. The pros will go from the less hoppy beers to the higher hoppy beers, regardless of the color. Color's easy. IBUs actually requires you to look at the menu. Anyway, all right. We don't need that monstrosity in my face. Seriously, it'll like come out to here, and I don't want to do it. I'm going to get off my soapbox on the rest of the shit. And I think that I've covered all the bases, that if I just shut my trap and don't repeat myself, we can get through the rest of these beers in a decent amount of time. Thanks for bearing with me through all that. We're going to move on to the next beer in just a minute. All right, Holiday White Ale is next. Now, I didn't mention this year, I think, is the first time that we've had most of the holiday pack, or most of the seasonal pack, available in 6-packs. So, out of this 6-pack, the Winter Lager, the Holiday White Ale, Old Fezzy, awesome, and what's Holiday White Ale, Winter Lager, Old Fezzy, God damn it, and the OVP. Okay, so 3 out of the, because we're not counting the Golden Pilsner because that's exclusive to the Sam Adams, or the Sam's Club pack. Anyway, 3 out of the 4 in the regular 12-pack variety pack are available as individual 6-packs. That's unusual. Normally we get like the one seasonal beer and maybe one of the limited release beers in a 6-pack. This time, 3 out of the 4. Or if you buy the Sam's Club pack, 3 out of the 5. Honestly, don't quote me on this, but I think Golden Pilsner is regularly available as a 6-pack. All right, enough. So the beer itself. Holiday White Ale. Slightly hazy, pretty effervescent, nice light yellow color. It's honestly almost as golden as the Golden Pilsner, but with a hazy overtone that makes it look darker. But quite effervescent. Kind of a general light beery aroma. Not getting a whole lot off of that. Medium mouthfeel. Got some pretty serious body to it for such a light looking beer. Medium mouthfeel. Citrusy, easy drinking, smooth. It's got a slightly greasy, oily character to it. Now, that's not a bad thing. It's part of that medium-bodied mouthfeel. It just got... It's got some body to it. There's no other way to put it, I guess. It's got a nice grainy backbone. Now, not that you need to compare these styles to each other, but the Golden Pils has a light, weedy, grainy character. This one has a slightly heavier, yet still light, grainy character. It's like heavy wheat. I don't know what I'm saying here. It's just got a more grainy character to it. And then it finishes in a nice citrusy character. Hey, take a drink every time I say the word character in this video. You'll be drunk in no time, apparently. But no, it's just got this decent grainy backbone, which is it's like a light weedy character, but a little heavier than that. And then it finishes in a decent pop of citrusy goodness, but not like hoppy citrus. It's good. It's decent overall. I mean, nothing earth-shattering here. I'm realizing now that I don't remember if I rated the Golden Pils. The Golden Pils is 3.5 out of 5. Holiday White Ale, also a 3.5 out of 5. They're both decent beers. above average. On a scale of 1 to 5, 2.5 is average, so 3.5 is a decently above average beer. But there's nothing earth-shattering, unique, or special that makes them stand out. Jesus Christ, did I really forget to rate the Golden Pills? I think I got way distracted by the shit on the box and everything else, and I completely forgot to put a number on it. Sad thing is I only had one beer before two beers before I started in on this pack, so I shouldn't be at that point where I'm forgetting that shit, but yeah, got a lot on my mind right now. It's almost Christmas. You'll have to forgive me. Don't pretend it's not fucking entertaining, because I know it is. Anyway, 3.5 out of 5 for both of these. I'm going to finish up the Holiday White Ale, and we are going to move on to Winter Lager. All right, so Winter Lager. Now, nice golden can, festive, and something it says. Again, as I mentioned at the top of the video, I'm not a fan of the quote-unquote dumbing down of this beer. I'm going to say dumbing down because they kind of neutered it. It used to be darker, heavier, more wintry than it is now, and they still label it as Winter Lager while making it lighter, crisper, and more accessible. I mean, like, I get the making it more widely appealing by making it lighter and crisper and more citrusy. But at the same time, what the fuck was wrong with the original Winter Lager dark winter beer? We want dark beers here in the Northeast. I don't know about the rest of you motherfuckers, but we want dark, warm beers in the middle of fucking winter when it's 20 degrees outside. Anyway, this has got a nice, light, consistent caramel color. It is clear, not hazy, fairly effervescent. There's a decent number of bubbles coming up from down there. Overall, a crisp, grainy aroma. Nothing particularly standing out. Maybe a hint of sweetness and some winter holiday spices. Just a very, very faint whiff of holiday spices. Medium mouthfeel. Crisp and citrusy with a hint of sweet graininess. And some light notes of holiday spices. Possibly nutmeg and cinnamon, maybe vanilla. Nothing too crazy though. Overall, it's a decent, filling winter beer. But again, it's more citrusy than I would have liked in a winter beer. I want something with a little more smoke, a little more body, a little more graininess, a little more heavy maltiness. I want something that's going to warm me up on a nice cold winter night. And this just ain't going to do it. Although it is kind of holiday themed with those slight hints of holiday spices. And the citrusiness is not completely unwelcome. It's like a nice mulled cider type of thing. Sweet, slightly heavy graininess. I'm hitting this winter lager with a 3.5 out of 5. Again, it's decent. It's solid. I got nothing bad to say about it. But, nah. Give me back the old winter lager and it might get rated higher. I don't know. I'm just not feeling it, though. That's what it is. All right. It's an okay winter beer, but honestly, I drink this in the fall, the spring, the summer, too. I mean, it's kind of that whole, let's make it more massively more appealing to the masses. Probably wording that wrong. But that's what it is. It's all right. It's decent. Not that crazy about it, but I don't dislike it either. So there we are. 3.5 out of 5. I'm going to finish this up. We're going to move on to Old Fezzy. There's going to be no surprises there for those of you who have seen these videos. Come on. You know what Old Fezzy's going to bring us, but I'm still going to go through it anyway. All right, so we are up to Old Fezziwig. Oh, yes. Oh, you guys are not going to be surprised by this one. Limited release. Oh my God. How many fucking years did we being Sam Adams fans of Old Fezziwig, the only beer from Sam Adams, by the way, I think that has its own fan page. How many years did we keep harping on them to just release this in 6-packs and give us Old Fezziwig every year? They wouldn't even include it in the winter packs, every year. Until we got on their case. Look at that. Look at that golden brown. Beautiful. Pardon. Roasted. Looking a slightly reddish color with a hint of effervescence. There's just a few bubbles coming up through there. Nice and clear. Oh, it smells like fucking Christmas. Perfect aroma of holiday spices and sweetness together. Nice medium mouthfeel. Smooth. Somewhat crisp. Oh. Everything just coming together right. I mean, there's a hint of roastiness from the malt, a hint of sweetness at the same time. Little tiny hoppy bitterness with a citrus character that lends itself perfectly to the orange peel, I believe, in the beer. Like the character that inspired it, this spiced ale is warm, festive, and worthy of a celebration all its own. Okay, so I'm going to stop you right there. Why the fuck did you ever take it out of the variety packs, much less stop offering it in 6-packs? Because you're right. It is worthy of a celebration all its own. Its full body accompanies a deep malt character, sweet toffee flavors, and rich dark caramel. Look, I'm getting the sweetness from the caramel and the toffee, but I think there's also some orange peel in there that we're not talking about, because there is some slightly bitter citrusiness to it. And I don't know what the fuck they did with this beer, but the holiday spice blend is just unique, perfect, and amazing. Nobody has ever made a beer that tastes like Old Fezziwig. Southern Tier's 2Xmas was a nice spiced beer, but not even close. Not even close to being the same thing. It's similar in the fact that it has a unique blend of flavor that you don't get anywhere else, but it's not the same. There was another beer company. I keep struggling with this. I almost think it was Brooklyn that had a holiday beer that came very, very close to Fezziwig. I have to look at my archives. I think I even did a comparison video, but it wasn't the same. They were both very good spiced holiday beers with unique characteristics, but they didn't come close to being the same character, the same flavor. Oh. I don't know what the hell they do with Old Fezziwig to make it so different, unique, and special, but I have never seen this duplicated in any other beer. And this is why we fucking railed against the Boston Beer Company and said, bring it back, bring it back, bring it back. Put it in 6-packs. For the last 2 years, we have had Old Fezzy in 6-packs. And oh my fucking word, it has been a glorious 2 years with Old Fezzy in 6-packs. I can buy this fucking beer right now, and I can buy enough of it that I can dole it out over the next 12 months. And next year, if it comes back in 6-packs, I will still have a little supply of Old Fezzy to go along with what I've bought before. And I have to start doing that. I told you at the top of this video, it's back in 6-packs this year. It's fucking awesome. I have 4 6-packs of last year's Old Fezziwig sitting in my fucking beer closet, which means I got to buy 3 more to replace those 4. And that way I will have 24 more beers. Old Fezzies on hand. That's 2 per month. So that if we ever reach a point, and I'm going to do this every fucking year that they keep releasing it in 6-packs, so that every fucking year I have at least 2 per month sitting in reserve that I can, 6 times 4, yeah, 2 per month that I can have sitting in reserve that I can dole out to myself if it ever disappears again from the catalog. I mean, don't get me wrong. Winter months are the best time to have Old Fezzy, so 3 months out of the year. If I keep 4 6-packs in reserve, that's 24 beers. That's 8 per month. If I go through, December, January, February. I really hope it never comes to that. I hope they keep it in 6-packs every year. Let's be honest, fucking Holiday White Ale, Winter Lager in 6-packs. They should keep Fezzy in 6-packs, but I don't know what the hell they'll do. It's all based on sales numbers. All right, we are way off on a tangent here. The bottom line is buy the Old Fezziwig. Just keep buying the 6-packs. Every single 6-pack that shows up in your local store, buy it. I don't care if you've got 3 months worth of the shit in reserve. Keep buying it so that they keep releasing it. If they see those sales numbers increasing, if they see those sales numbers steady, they'll realize that it's worth keeping it on the market. That's the bottom line, folks. The only way to keep something on the market is to keep buying it. Just keep buying the Old Fezziwig 6-packs. I can't do this alone. I can't make it all disappear. Anyway. So, Old Fezzy. 5 out of 5. Bottom line is, it is a delicious, well put together holiday beer. And there's nothing else out there that tastes like it. It's amazing. And it epitomizes Christmas for me. 6-pack of Old Fezziwig, along with Blackadder's Christmas Carol, is my perfect night during the Christmas season. There's nothing else to say about it. Old Fezziwig is in and of itself unique and perfect. If anybody produces a clone of this that's available for wide appeal, not just home brewers, it might suffer, but until then, it's 5 out of 5. Nothing can compare. Nothing compares. Nothing compares to you. Yeah, see, I'm bald too, bitch. But I can't sing as well as you can, so I'm not as popular. Alright, some of you will get that reference, some of you won't. Anyway, 5 out of 5 for Fezziwig. It's a slow burn burp. Alright, what? Are there 5 in this pack? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Shit. We're going to hit the oat vanilla porter next. Yeah, and that's going to finish this up. Alright, cool. Alright, we are up to the last beer in this pack. This is the oat vanilla porter. Now, we've had OVP before. Couldn't tell you how long ago that was because I would have to look it up, but oh man. It's a porter. It's got vanilla added. And it's been at least slightly aged in oak barrels, I think. Or was it aged over oak chips? Let's take a look because, oh my God, look at that. We're going to let that head calm down. It's going to crest that lip of that glass, I think. Complex and malty with a hearty, warming character. This porter features notes of vanilla and oak, hints of coffee, and a touch of sweetness. OVP just might be your holiday party's new MVP. Ah, shit. Hang on. Aged on oak chips. Okay, so it's not in barrels, on the chips. With natural flavor added. Alright, so honestly, oak barrels versus oak chips, depends, you know. Wood sugars sometimes pick up the same. That's definitely a dark porter. It's not hazy, though. It's clear. That's fucking awesome. Slight hint of effervescence from those bubbles coming up down there, but it's nice and dark. It's got a lustrous brown color that continues up through most of the beer. Look at that. You can barely tell the difference when the LED light is shining through it versus not. That tells you this is a hearty beer. I can smell the woodiness and the vanilla in the aroma. It's got that freshly split hardwood aroma. If you don't know what I'm talking about, don't worry about it. If you do, then hey, cool. And hints of vanilla. Medium heavy mouthfeel. Very smooth. Very smooth. Very woody in that nice, freshly split oak or hardwood. There's a certain aroma when you split a nice piece of hardwood in the air. And that aroma has a flavor that travels down the back of your palate. Now, if you don't know what I'm talking about, go visit a lumber yard or run a log splitter for your uncle for a couple of winters. You'll know what I mean. There is a very, very fresh, woody character to this beer. In the flavor, it reminds me of the aroma of fresh split hardwood. Oak in particular. And there's hints of vanilla. Nice roasty maltiness. It's smooth and enjoyable. I get a decent porter to start with, which has a nice roasty, malty character to it, with a hint of sweetness. And then you add in some vanilla, which accentuates that sweetness. But both the sweetness and the vanilla accentuate this oaky character. Now, it's aged over oak chips, which is great. Excuse me. And I know I've hinted at this in my earlier diatribe, but if you don't know what freshly split oak wood smells like, I don't think you can fully appreciate the character of the oak flavor that's infused into this beer. Even now, I haven't sipped this in a couple of seconds here, maybe a minute or 2 minutes since I took a sip. I don't know, I haven't been timing it. But I'm still getting that character, that freshly split hardwood oak character on the back of my palate. And I'm equating that to the smell in the air of freshly split oak wood. Oh, and takes me back to some very unpleasant childhood memories. I used to fucking hate having to grab the split wood and stack it and toss it down cellar and stack it again. But as an adult, I appreciate the character that I built doing that hard work. Don't get me wrong, I still fucking hate winter. I still fucking hate being cold. And I still fucking hate the idea that you have to do that much hard work to heat your house during the winter. But I appreciate it more. And the fact that I don't have to do it because I heat with propane makes me more appreciative of it than ever before. But I'm still nostalgic for that freshly split oak wood aroma. And the fact that I'm getting that along with the roasty character in this beer just brings me back. It's nostalgic. It's good. It's amazing. Honestly, I'm sorry, I don't know what I rated the OVP as before, but honest, in the middle of a cold-ass winter night, I'm throwing a 5 out of 5 at the OVP. Because it reminds me of all the hard work that it takes to heat a house that has a wood furnace. While at the same time appreciating the fact that I don't have to fucking do that anymore. So... if any of you are primarily heating with a wood furnace or a wood boiler, excuse me, check out the OVP. You'll appreciate it in the moment. All right. Whew. Excuse me. I'm going to keep tripping down memory lane here and disassociating. You're going to keep seeing me fucking just going blank and leaving dead air in this video if I keep thinking about it. But tonight, the OVP, Sam Adams Oaked Vanilla Porter, it's getting a 5 out of 5 from me. It's got a different and unique flavor. The vanilla plus the oak. And the smokiness. It's not completely a standout based on flavor alone, but I'm exercising my prerogative to give it extra points for nostalgia and reminiscence, and just simply the fact that it takes me back to a time where I was perpetually pissed off because I had to work hard 3 months out of the year. Imagine that. Just to keep the house warm. But I'd give up a lot to just go back to that simpler time of life where all we had to do was go out into the woods, knock down some trees, split the logs, and fucking throw it down cellar and restack it all winter. And keep the wood furnace going just to stay fucking warm. Boy. Didn't have to worry about finances or anything else back then. Sorry. Going on a trip down memory lane based on this beer. But that's where it's taking me. And that's why the OVP is getting 5 out of 5. I mean, fuck it. All kinds of shit's opening up in here. And memories and pleasant stuff. I'm happy. Very happy. So. Anyway. That's all I got to say about these 5 beers. Hit me up down below in the comments or the email link. Love to hear what you have to say about any one of the 4 that are included in the regular winter pack from Sam Adams, or the them plus the golden pills from the regular shit. While you're down there, don't forget to like and share the video. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. Until next time, folks, Merry fucking Christmas. My glass is empty. Cheers. Ooh, it wasn't completely empty. There were a couple of drops of OVP down there.
I'd wait. I'm blowing my nose.
That's going at the end of the video.